comedian. He's one half of the comedy troupe Undergrads, which is really funny. Check him out on YouTube. They got amazing videos. Give it up for the very funny Mr. Omari Brown.
Yeah. What's up? All right, let's try out some new jokes. All right, this is what I learned. If you date a Kardashian, you're most likely to win a Super Bowl or a championship. So that leaves the other daughters, the other Kardashians, which are like 16, 17. If you add those two together, that means I could date them and I could probably win a World Series. That's right. I was gonna say something else, but I'll go with that. Other things about the Kardashians is that what's her name? Chloe said that she's stopping the rumors that she's not preggers, she's just fat. I was like, yeah, there's no way you could be pregnant with a beer gut kangaroo pouch belly that you have. And that's all I got for that one. Just went for it. That's it. No, she won't beat my ass. I have sisters that can whip her ass and cousins. Anyway. The World Cup. Yeah. A lot of the people were, first of all, who's following the World Cup? There are a lot of people that were upset about the new look of the ball that they're using for the World Cup, being that it's in Africa. They covered the ball with the condom. Just to let all you white people know that's the only joke you can laugh at. Is the black guy talking about AIDS in Africa, okay? In other news, Taylor Swift. We go from AIDS to Taylor Swift. Yeah. Awesome segue. Taylor Swift said that she is obsessed with, her success right now. She just wished that Kanye West could have took the mic away from her when she was singing her first album. The company Kellogg's is restricting the ad for Rice Krispies cereal. It said it was very explicit, which kind of explains why Snap, Pop, Crackle, and poured milk all over them. All right, there's a new epidemic that I read out in Subway, out in Chicago. They're adding a new spice to their sandwiches, and it's called salmonella. All right. In Fitness Magazine, they said they have 50 ways for no sweat way to lose calories, and the number one way was to move to Ethiopia. Other things they said in the Fitness Magazine, the doctors say that you're most likely to have a heart attack while having sex, which is kind of difficult for when you're telling your sexual partner, like, oh, this is the big one, oh! Are they having an orgasm or a heart attack? And I just messed that up, so. Damn it. So about the oil spill, I think the government is just being sneaky because they're just trying to find out a way to see if immigrants are swimming to our country because they're covered with oil. People care about immigrants now? Who's not from Africa? All right. There's a guy that ran 102 miles barefoot. I'm not really impressed because slaves didn't, ran more than 100 miles. And that's another joke that white people are allowed to laugh at, but they didn't laugh at that, so. All right. Actor/director Spike Lee. Oh yeah, well, I was supposed to say, speaking about oil again. Spike Lee said that you know, he's speaking about Obama, saying he's doing the best he can about the oil spill. That's why he's looking for somebody to play the President Obama in his new movie, and it's going to be called He Got Oil. If that doesn't work, it's going to be called Do the Oil Thing. If that doesn't work, it's going to be called Malcolm X, The Oil Story. All right, about 15 million pounds of SpaghettiOs is being recalled. You heard about that? Yeah. So it is disgusting. Yeah. Oh my gosh, but you're not eating it now.
Thank God.
Oh man, thank God. Thank God.
Thank God.
But for those parents out there, or future parents, the next time you say, "Hey kids, hey, what'd you have for lunch today?" Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs! Then they die. Hey, this is what I noticed today on Facebook. I'm trying to work this out in a joke. Since I pressed the like button, or that, you know, I like the show Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Who likes Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? Facebook recommended that I should also like Skittles. So that does kind of answer the question every time I watch Carlton do this Carlton dance. I'm like, oh my God, I want some Skittles! Taste the rainbow. That's another thing that pops in my head. Hey, guess what? Justin Bieber was mistaken for a lesbian the other day. You saw it too? Oh my God, SpaghettiOs and Justin Bieber! I mean, like, how awkward is that? I mean, he does look like a little girl anyway with a swoop, and he doesn't have any facial hair. I took it and went with it. Oh well, screw it. Hey, who's seen Toy Story 3? Woo! Alright, I don't want to ruin it for the people who didn't see it, but I'm going to ruin it anyway. Alright, Andy turned 18, and he's going to college, and he's starting to use new toys in Toy Story 3. And the toys that he uses, the toys that he uses are, you know, a hacky sack, a bong, and a dildo for his girlfriend.
Spoiler.
Sorry. All right, that's all I got. My name is Omari Brown.
Omari Brown, I'm now pissed at that guy for learning Toy Story 3 for me. I'm not fucking happy at all. I'm not fucking kidding. Alright, so for those of you, we got a few comics left. Thank you so much for sticking around. You guys have been great tonight. The next comic coming up, he's a recent winner of Clash of the Comics. He heads up the Wabi Sabi show in Petersburg, Virginia. Please give it up for Mr. Jason Klingman.
What's up, Cafe Diem? Let's talk about what happened this weekend. I went to a wedding. One of my friends got married. It's cool, kinda. I just want to give a big fuck you to the tux rental people, because y'all know what I'm saying. $150 for a tux and only for 4 hours. We shouldn't be worried about drug dealers. We should worry about tux dealers. Okay, they're taking over. It's ridiculous. Okay. And so I paid the extra $5 insurance, so I made sure that I sweated, pissed, shit, and puked in it before I gave it back. Fuck you. So I'm at the wedding, and people were talking about, oh, they fell in love. Oh, they fell in love. Why do you have to fall to be in love? You fall in bad shit. You fall in like quicksand and mine shafts and shit. Right? She'd be like, he jumped up and got stuck in love. He took an elevator to love and got on the 10th floor. Exactly. You feel me? Yes. Let's change that shit now. Jump up to love from now on. Don't nobody fall in this shit no more. Jump up. What's going on in the world? Talking about the oil spill. How did that happen, man? Did the cast of Jersey Shore go swimming? Me, I'm used to oil spills. I see one every morning when I go outside in my 2002 Hyundai. I'm used to it. So what's gonna happen with the oil spill? Gas prices are gonna go up, right? That's what the fuck is gonna happen. And I hate gas stations. I've hated gas stations ever since we had to start fucking prepaying for gas, alright? I don't know if y'all remember, we could actually pump our gas and then pay for it. Not anymore. Now you gotta fucking prepay for it. So I'm gonna take y'all through the first time I ever prepaid for gas, alright? You ready? It's about 5 years ago, maybe. I roll up in the gas station. Now keep in mind, I'm high as shit. Like, you ever been so high that you forget that you're high and you wonder why you're in such a good mood? That's where I was at. That's where I was at. So I pull up, to the gas station. I get out of my car and I get the gas gun and I put it in my car and I'm clicking it and I'm clicking it and nothing's happening, right? And I'm high as shit. And then I hear a voice from the heavens. It's like, "Number 4, you must prepay." I'm like, did God just tell me to open a door and do what he say? No. "Number 4, you must prepay." And then some guy in the corner is like, "Hey, dick face, you gotta prepay." So I walk up in the gas station and I'm like, is this the fucking gas station or a Walmart? You know what I mean? I got glass figurines on my left, wool hats on my right, DVDs in the corner, bitch giving out cheese, bicycles hanging down. So I go up to the counter, I'm like, "Look, man, all I want is some gas and that coffee table and that triple extra large t-shirt." People are like, "Why do you need a t-shirt?" I'm like, "How am I gonna strap a table down to my Hyundai?" Use a t-shirt. Alright, real quick, I want to talk about the difference between guys and girls, okay? Not genitalia, because that's, we know that. Difference between guys and girls, okay? If two girls are at home drinking, watching TV, and they make out, they're just experimenting, right? If two guys are home drinking, watching TV, and they make out, they're gay. Right? So, I mean, this is how it goes. There's two girls, and they're watching TV and they're drinking, and there's after about a 12-pack of Smirnoff Ice, 3 Cosmopolitan, shot of tequila. And the girl's like, "Hey, Sheila, get up and change the TV." And Sheila gets up and she's like, "Damn, Sheila, you got a nice ass. I could put a cup on it like a table. Oh, screw you, Vanessa. Your tits are awesome. It's like 2 balloons inside of a sweater trying to get out. Whoa, I like your lips, and I like your lips." They're experimenting. Now think, what if that was 2 guys? We'll call them John and Buck. And they're sitting there, and they're watching TV. Now keep in mind, this had about a 12-pack of Old Milwaukee, 3 bourbon and cokes, and 5 shots of tequila. And they're watching TV, and John's like, "Hey, Buck, man, hey, get up, change TV, man." He gets up and like, "Damn, Buck, you got a nice ass. I bet your backside sticks out further than your front side." "Oh, screw you, John. Look at your chest. I could put 12 guns on that rack." "Well, I like your John Deere hat." "Well, I like your Caterpillar hat. Come here." Can't do that if you're a guy. You're not experimenting. Sorry. I'm Jason Klingman. Y'all have a great evening.
Jason Klingman, everybody! Give it up! Awesome. Alright, we got like 2 more comics left. Thank you so much for sticking around. The next comic coming up, he's kind of like the godfather of Richmond comedy. He's a big supporter of like every show. So, yeah! Hey, Chris Martin, you ready? Let's give it up for Mr. Chris Martin!
Actually, Ray Bullock is the godfather of Richmond comedy. This is a sad time for me. This is the last night I'm going to be doing stand-up comedy. Sadly, my Alzheimer's has progressed to the point where I can no longer memorize my sets. So So I hope you'll bear with me while I read this. I just flew in from the Gulf of Mexico, and boy, are my arms tired. Not to mention covered with oil. BP tried to stop the leak with a technique called a junk shot, where they pumped golf balls, shredded tires, and broken Obama campaign promises into the blowout preventer. BP no longer stands for British Petroleum. Now it stands for Barack's problem. We might have to wait for the iPhone 4. Maybe there's a cap for that. The oil spill is out of control. The other day my goldfish coughed up a tar ball. I was changing oil in my car and I found a dead pelican. It's the biggest oil slick to hit Louisiana since Little Richard's hair. BP has tried everything else to soak up the oil spill. It's time to take off the gloves and unleash the chia pets. I can't wait for, my psychic told me that joke would suck. I can't wait for the oil battered shrimp specials at Red Lobster. I was distraught when I heard that Dennis Hopper died. I bet serious money he would be the next star to check out, or perhaps I should say choke out, like David Carradine. Sausage King Jimmy Dean is dead at 81. He had an unfortunate encounter with Grinder Girl. Dean wasn't cremated, so much for out of the frying pan into the fire. It was an open skillet funeral service. Dean was buried in a giant biscuit smothered in gravy. People all over the South are mourning. The flag has been flying half-mast at Cracker Barrels. Gary Coleman was cremated. Unfortunately, a funeral attendant sneezed, so the wind and the ashes left to scatter. What do you call a funeral urn, a cremation urn in the Sudan? A minute bowl. Too soon. Gun control advocates are upset because Starbucks allows people to carry guns in their stores. Now you can get 6 shots in your espresso instead of a double. According to the New York Times, the most expensive Alzheimer's, people, bear with me. The world's most expensive coffee beans are extracted from the dung of the civet, a southeastern Asian animal. It's just a matter of time if you can order a Frappuccino from Starbucks. It was funny when I tweeted it. Jamie Lee Curtis celebrated Father's Day. She was really surprised when all the gifts were for her. It's not funny when you explain the joke. I took the Activia challenge, didn't turn me into a movie star with large breasts, so I asked for my money back. Bad news, the FTC has just forced Kellogg's to withdraw their claim that Rice Krispies boost your immune system. They did so on the advice of their head nutritionist, Count Chocula. The good news, Rice Krispies now have 50% more crackle. Anyone watching the World Cup?
Yeah.
There's a fine line between narcolepsy and World Cup fever. Stand-up comedian Chelsea Handler was at the Landmark Theater Saturday. I like to think of Chelsea as a one-shtick pony, like Lisa Lampanelli. On second thought, given that she slept with her boss at the E-Cable channel, maybe she's a one-trick pony too.
Oh, dear.
Too soon. Elton John just performed for $1 million at Rush Limbaugh's wedding.
No, that's impossible.
Apparently he also played piano. That's my time. Thank you for your sympathy.
It's true. I also have to learn the trembles too. Chris Martin, everybody. I'm really sad about your position. I'm really depressed right now. Alright, you guys have been great. Before I bring on the last comic, I just want to give a shout out to Silver. He's been documenting the Richmond comedy scene, which, you know, like a lot of us come out here and we just kind of work on stuff randomly, but you know, he's there for all the good stuff, catches all the little nuggets. Before I bring up the next comedian, I just want to say he's the head of the 955 Comedy Club, which has a show next Monday, which has Kenny Wingle's headliner, Jeff Curran is a feature. He's also the head of the Fool's Day Comedy Troupe. He's also got a show he's doing at Sycamore Rouge in Petersburg, Virginia on Saturday. So thank you everybody. Thank you everybody. Give it up for Mr. Ray Bullock.
The last comic. How we doing? Being the last comic is like being the last person at the gangbang. Yeah, you still want to do it, but it's pretty much beaten and worn out at that point. The stage looks like a troop of Boy Scouts roasted marshmallows over top of it. It's a bad situation. Alrighty. By the way, folks, we got some relatively young, beautiful people here. That's awesome. I am old and ugly, so I'm not really old. I'm at that in-between point. I'm young enough to get all the programs on Adult Swim, but I'm old enough to be the first person they question when the freshman girl goes missing. That's pretty much where I am in my life, people. I love Richmond. I do love Richmond. If you don't like Richmond, I really don't give a shit because I love this city. It's been very good to me. It's been very kind to me. Richmond has a fucked up sense of humor, though. Yeah. It does. I take the bus a lot because I'm poor and fat and I can't pedal. Just saying. You don't have to apologize to me. I'm going to do things to you when you're passed out. It's okay. Alrighty. Which I'm guessing from the way you've been talking all night won't be too long from now. Learn to shut the fuck up if you're in the front row. Just saying, honey. Okay. She already pulled her hair back because she knows she doesn't want her friends to have to hold it for her later. You want to play? Okay. Moving on. Richmond does have a fucked up sense of humor. I take the bus a lot periodically. During Rosa Parks' birthday, Richmond actually reserved one seat on every bus in the front row of the bus for Rosa Parks. I thought that was kind of cool. That was kind of cool. But they also on the front of the bus, where instead of where it's saying it stops, they said, "Thanks a lot, Rosa Parks." But they spelled it with all capital letters. So it read, "Thanks a lot, Rosa Parks." That's kind of a dick move. I'm just saying. That's not cool at all. It doesn't matter, we're all gonna die anyway. 2012. 2012 is coming. That's a friend of mine, he's all into that shit. He's like, 2012, man, we're all gonna die, 2012, we're all gonna die. The Mayan Indians told us we're all gonna die. The Mayan Indians told us. Yeah, well, the Mayan Indians got wiped out by blankets. I don't trust their foresight, all right? I'm just saying. But I do love, back to Richmond, I do love Richmond. I live, not right down the road, I live right in the Fan. I got a nice apartment in the Fan. A Fan apartment is a lot like Miley Cyrus. It's true, it's true. You can pretend it's clean all you want to, but you know that shit's dirty. I'm just saying. It's true. Yeah, she's wearing a one-piece crotchless outfit on the VMAs, but oh, she's wholesome. Whatever, she's sucking off backup dancers like a trained circus seal. Anyway. Don't trust my heart. Anyway. She's just being Miley. Anyway, moving on. Back to Richmond. Who eats at Elwood Thompson's?
Yeah.
Fuck you people. Alright. I go into Elwood Thompson's and I'm looking for anything that has meat in it because I'm a human and that's what we're supposed to eat. And all you people over there, when I pick up the turkey wrap looking at me with your judgment, whatever. I'm serious, and it's all free range and organic and chemical free. It tastes happy and joyous. I don't want my meat to be happy and joyous. I want to taste it and feel its pain. I want my roast beef and cheddar wrap to taste like a combination of horseradish sauce and slavery. That's what I want. I want to bite into it and like, oh, you were oppressed and hurt and it's great. That's awesome. Good times, good times. Films. Here's one for you. Films are coming out. They're remaking films, which I think is bullshit. They're pretty much taking everything from my childhood and just destroying it. Like they remade Nightmare on Elm Street. They remade like Friday the 13th. They're gonna remake The Breakfast Club. which I think is bullshit. It's all bad. Why can't they remake a good movie and just fuck with it on purpose? Like my favorite movie of all time is Quentin Tarantino's Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
You like Pulp Fiction?
Yes.
I want them to remake Pulp Fiction, but I want them to do it with cartoon characters. I think that'd be funny as shit, don't you? I would like to see Meatwad from Aqua Teen Hunger Force take the Samuel L. Jackson role.
Yeah.
Go in there and smoke up, watch that shit, that'd be great.
The path of the righteous man is beset on all sides by the iniquities of the selfish and the tyranny of evil men.
That'd be fucking great. Like get Donkey from Shrek to, you know, that would be awesome, man. Who would he be? I know what it is. Oh yeah, wait. Shit, I fucked up the whole joke. It was supposed to be backwards. It's okay. No, get Donkey from Shrek and be like, that's why I almost shoot you in a moment. I'm making waffles. It'd be great. I'd like Mickey Mouse to play the wolf character. You know, sitting in the wolf, that'd be great. Can you imagine that shit? That'd be awesome. Look, I think fast and I talk fast because time is a factor. Now, pretty please, with sugar on top, clean the fucking car. That'd be great. Yeah, that's just me. All right. We got a lot of women in the crowd tonight. That's awesome. Give it yourselves up. I messed with you earlier because, you know, you can take it. Or at least that's what I hear. Anyway. Anywho.
Whatever. I don't give a shit.
It's quite obvious. Anyway. Moving on. No, but I do. I love women. Give yourselves up, man. Seriously. Give it up for yourselves. Because you're real women. You're real women. Not those little princessy bitches who walk around with a copy of the book Twilight with them wherever they go. No, fuck those whores. I hope they die. I'm serious. I push them down a flight of stairs. That's what I say. I'm serious. The little girls, the little princessy girls, always flashing their little boobies. Always flashing their little boob. A real woman doesn't flash her boob. A real woman whips out a titty. I'm serious. First and foremost, they can't lift that thing. They got that wire thing under there. It comes up, pokes them in the chin, and they start bleeding. That's not attractive. A real woman's got to like dig down into her bra like a jackhammer going through the side of the earth. And then she has to hook it. She has to hook around it and hoist it out like one of those crab pots on Deadliest Catch. She's got like a dude back there with a safety harness. Reel her in, laddie. She's a fighter, she is. And then it just flops out. I love it when it flops out. It just stares at you with that one good eye like it just tore in knobs. It's not pink and happy, it's blood red because someone sucked its soul out. It's so fucking great. Oh, so wonderful. Before I leave, I got a public service announcement. Do not... a friend of mine told me to go see this movie, and I want to punch him in the face with a pair of brass knuckles. Do not go see the movie Splice. It's an Adrian Brody movie right now. They create this character out of a bunch of different things. I'm a huge horror nut. I love horror movies, zombie movies. I'll watch that shit all day long. I mean, anything that's scary and dark and depressing, like Night of the Living Dead or Hannah Montana, I'll watch that shit. But he told me to go see this movie, Splice. And at one point in the movie, they make this creature, and it starts to look human, but it has the brain of a 2-year-old. So Adrian Brody's character decides to fuck it. That's not what bothered me. Later on, the creature becomes human, and then rapes the female character who made it. And he told me, go see it, it's awesome, dude. And I'm like, it is not awesome. So, you know, I zipped back up and I just walked out and demanded my money back at that point in time. Anyway, folks, if you've been drinking, please let somebody else drive you home. If you plan on doing other things tonight, don't fuck up. Fuck safe. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Red Bullock! Give it up for yourselves, people. Thank you for being here. You've been awesome. Give it up for Jesse Jarvis, your MC. One more time. He deserves it. We're going to be back.